Hey folks, Valentin the Mad here, and today I have a dev interview with Vector, the creator of Operator, talking about how I got to making the game, the inspirations, the key features, and the early access plans. The character response part of it will be coming your way tomorrow. Now, without further ado, here it is. Hi man, welcome, so let's begin with your introduction.
So, my name's Vector. My real name's classified for now. I am a solo indie dev working on Operator. It's been my passion project. It's basically my life's work. It's like almost 1/4 of my life because I'm 18, working in games since 13, and I'm hoping that it'll succeed. I'm planning to have a lot of innovative stuff in there. Definitely don't want to be like the others.
Alright, yeah, so let's begin with what is Operator, what it is about.
So Operator is a game about being a Tier 1 operator. You go doing highly dangerous clandestine operations all over the globe. Most of these operations you would never hear about in real life. Pretty much, you go in there, get the job done, extract, try not to make a big scene about it. So there'll be a variety of stuff you can do. You can drone strike people using a functional ATAC that's animated, which is pretty cool. And a new innovative leading system and crouching system, early seen by one other game from my mates named Colossus.
Alright, let's talk about your inspirations for it, and as you mentioned, it's been in development for a while, so I don't want to hear about like how that came up, how it kind of got shaped to be.
The main inspiration from it is like I said, so started this game when I was 13, like I said, and at that time I was really interested in firearms, but because I live in Australia, the firearm access here is very restricted and very limited. So even if you get all the licenses, let's say somehow you meet the requirements, the only way you can get a, let's say, AR-15 or semi-automatic rifle is to be a pest control. That's it. So like hunting just animals, right? And even then you can only have a 10-round mag legally. So it doesn't sound that fun. So to remedy this, I put it aside myself to make the most realistic tactical shooter. So it's like I'm shooting guns. Shooting guns IRL by making it the most realistic I can. The main inspirations, like game-wise, is Ground Branch. Ground Branch inspiration comes from how deliberate the movement, the shooting feels. I love how it feels not very floaty. It feels very deliberate. You're very calculated in the moves. The next inspiration is Escape from Tarkov. I just love that game. It's just awesome. Love the hardcoreness to it. I just love the punishing aspects of it. It's great. Another thing was Insurgency Sandstorm, but that was mainly the dead zones and the ragdolls, how they're still dying after you shoot them. I love dead checking in that game, even though the player would be dead anyway. Just the animation in the body, and just shooting the head or finishing them off. Just adds so much to immersion, and makes you feel bad for him as well. Which I love. I want you to feel bad for the AI in my game. Or at any point, I don't want you to feel necessarily happy about what you've done. You've taken another person's life, and that person had a family, you know. Even though it's an AI character, but it's whatever you want it to be.
Yeah, so, well, speaking about feeling bad about stuff you're doing in the game, it kind of brought up the question, like, would there be perhaps civilians in the locations you're going to?
Yes, definitely. There will be civilians. You will be able to commit war crimes, and war crimes will impact your reputation among the enemy. So if you have a very bad reputation, you might encounter more suicide bombers, less surrenders, and just less operations to partake because less people giving you information. But if you have a high reputation, you might get more operations, easier operations, and just in general, highest score.
Right, yeah, so let's talk about the key features the game has. So, I recall like it being, as you mentioned, different parts of the world, and it being like basically all large open locations, right?
I do want the locations to be pretty big. I want you to use vehicles in the game, like drive vehicles around. Another thing I'm planning on doing soon is drivable boats. You can traverse through rivers and the oceans and choose where you want to infill that. Yeah, it's a big open maps, right? I want to have multiple key strategic locations. Basically, I just want it to feel like real life, you know?
Yeah, and as far as I recall, you did mention, I think, in our previous talk, is that there will be some randomization of where enemies spawn.
Yes. So currently there is all the AI placement that's all randomized. On some maps, it's pre-placed, they're randomized pre-placed. So the spawn points for him, they'll spawn at, and then it's just completely random. I don't even know where I placed them. Oh, because it's random.
So basically, let's say you have like a mission somewhere and get your objective, and you don't know exactly where you're gonna be encountering the enemies, right?
Mm-hmm. It's different every time.
Yeah,
I like keeping the element of surprise.
nice.
With the addition of randomized AI spawns, there will be randomized environmental conditions and like prop placement and stuff like that.
Oh,
And
nice.
I want
To
to have
how much of a
procedural
degree?
rules.
Yeah.
So my current expectation for this is like the same like rooms, but it's different. So the same layout of rooms, but it's different stuff inside there. So similar to like 0 Hour, where the furniture is all different
Mhm.
and stuff like that. But I have thought about and theorized completely randomized buildings. Like it's just different every time.
Yeah, it
Like
is.
procedurally done.
It is crazy cool in Fallujah. If you had a chance to
Mm.
play it.
Yeah, that's what. Yeah, I've seen that as well. It's pretty crazy.
Yeah, I still need to do a deep dive into it, but from what I saw, like it does deliver the like you don't always have the same thing, and I assume if you can have a similar system,
Keeps you on your feet.
yeah, if you can have like a similar system with a variety of locations, not just like everything in the same style, it can be quite cool.
I definitely, I myself as a dev, would know what's what, and I don't want that personally. I want it to surprise me as well,
Yeah,
but still like maintain the quality of it.
yeah. Eventually, like if you can have it done, awesome. If not, yeah, that's cool.
Mm. I don't think randomization has deterred people from playing Call of Duty.
Yeah, basically, because once you're familiar with the map, it's like it kind of like delivers something. How to say? Map familiarity definitely slightly relieves the suspense, even when it is pretty high. Something like Insurgency or Tarkov.
Yeah, Tarkov. Yeah, yeah, that's a good point because Tarkov's still like scary as shit.
Yes,
But
yes. But and the imagine if stuff was like randomized,
yeah,
it would be like a whole new level. Of course, it wouldn't happen there because the loot and all the hotspots, it's kind of a key thing there. But you know what I'm saying?
in Tarkov you have like AI spawn zones, but you don't necessarily know if they're there all the time. And then it's always gets me, right. So if you're going to this one spot and you know a boss can spawn there, you kind of like check it out first,
Oh yeah.
make sure. Yeah,
I mean,
wanna
there often are
have,
like multiple possible boss spawn points, so you don't really know exactly which one it's gonna be. Like customs either the dorms or the gas station, I think.
outside crack houses where I've encountered the goons a couple of times, and every time it's just been like a shit your pants moment. I'm trying to,
Yeah.
I really I want my players to shit their pants,
Yeah, I hear that.
in game. Not in game. Wait, what? Physically accurate diarrhea one?
Yeah, that's basically what you're gonna be getting with MREs and stuff.
Yeah.
You mentioned some kind of a reputation system, so can you talk more about
Oh
that and
yeah.
more about the management screen before going into combat?
So all like the that sort of side, like the interface and that, I haven't thought that out, but this is a planned feature that I do want to add the war crimes and stuff like that.
Yeah, so
Um,
currently we're basically working on the combat part of it itself, but there will be essentially some sort of a management thing outside of
yeah,
combat. Yeah.
yeah. It was thought about making like a global clan system where you
Hmm.
can join people and their reputation might be really bad, but you also pretty bad reputation, so you fit in. Yeah,
Yeah,
and just ideas for that so, right now, but.
I get
Yeah,
you.
everything I think about and I want to add is to me possible. I don't think anything that I can't do.
Alright. Any other key features we missed? We haven't mentioned yet?
Um, so there's a functional bolt release system in the game. So when you run empty, you'll have to manually send the bolt home. This extends to charging a uh, manually charging a charging handle to clear malfunctions and to chamber around the gun. There's also misfire malfunctions, but that's not a key feature. Uh,
Customization?
there's the character customization and weapon customization.
Yeah.
The weapon customization is a mix of Tarkov and Ground Branch, so you
Hmm.
can take up the whole receiver, everything like that, like Tarkov, and you can move it all around like Ground Branch. There's also M-lock attachments where you can move around if anyone's interested in that.
Alright, so it is a co-op game, but would there be essentially at some point AI teammates?
And yeah, teammates, yes.
Right.
Currently, there are like friendly teammates. I can make them friendly to you, but not very tactical with you.
Yeah. It is a pretty big feature to really get done right.
Mm, mm. You don't want them just standing there doing nothing. Yeah, because you want to have the AI. Yeah, it'll be interesting to make it so you're not the leader of the AI. The AI commands you.
Uh-huh.
That'll be sort of interesting. Then like it's like, come on, get through the fucking door, and then he kicks you off the squad, and then you go cry.
Alright, so you're basically going into early access soon, right?
Yes, end of the month, end of July, or sometime next month.
Mm-hmm. What is the
Hmm.
price gonna be?
It'll be around $20 US, but the final price isn't decided yet.
And basically what will be in the early access release and what's gonna be coming later?
So the start of the early access release will pretty much be what I've got now. Maybe a couple new features, but mainly what I'm focusing now is bug fixing
Mhm.
and making it more smooth.
Yeah, so basically you have the customization of your character, you have co-op, you have like
Mhm.
several missions, and you just go in and kill everyone inside.
Yeah, so on the Ukraine map, there is just a simple laptop you can go grab and then head back to the infiltration point to exfil. On the Ukraine map as well, currently there is a functional ATAC, which is like a little device you can attach to your chest and you can call in drone strikes, look for UAV thermals, which you
Mhm.
can zoom in and move it around yourself. You also switch it from white hot to black hot. There's also on every map time of day, so you can choose when you want to infill. And there's also at least two multiple infiltration points on each map, except for
Mhm.
Ukraine, because I just removed one. All the infiltration points are trying to be realistically added. I don't want you just spawning somewhere unknown. I want it. I want there to be a reason for you spawning there. Whether that be a helicopter dropped you off, it's on a beach, so you got a boat, or it's just on a suburban street, so you're just down the road.
Alright, man, so thanks for coming.
No worries.